Okay, let's now clean up the inner corners before we move on to our final step. Okay, so the way I clean up the excess is I just take makeup remover wipe. I'm just using the Equate brand, okay? And sometimes I will use either the end of a makeup brush or sometimes my fingernail. This time I'm going to use the brush, and all you do is you put the makeup wipe over it, okay? So you have this little tool here, okay? And just take off what you don't want there. That's all you have to do. A little bit right there. And that's it. That's all you have to do. I used to get so frustrated when I was watching makeup tutorials and stuff because it would, when I was a beginner, I would get stuff. Well, hell, I still get stuff everywhere. And then I discovered, well, okay, why not just treat it like any other art and remove the stuff that you don't want to be there? And so that's what I started doing, and that's what works for me. So hopefully, if there's any of you out there that get frustrated with, well, it doesn't look perfect or whatever, hopefully this will be a good tool for you. Don't get bummed out because you don't put it on perfectly the first time. Put it on the way you want it, and if there's excess, just take it off. Use this like an eraser. That's all you need to do. All right. Now that we've got that cleaned up, now it is time to frame all of this with some gorgeous eyebrows. All right, when it comes to eyebrows, I like to use just my natural shape. Mine are thin, but it frames my face the way I want it to. So that's just what I go with. Sometimes I get a little crazy and I'll put on a template and use a smudger and put on these really cool brows and stuff. But most of the time I just do this. I use a thin angled brush, okay? And for this, I'm just using some Drugstore eyeshadow stuff, okay? And I go with the color that suits me, which is a dark brown, tapping the brush on there like that, okay? Same as usual, give it a quick tap. And what I do is I start at my inner corner, and you want the angle pointing towards your nose, okay? And I kind of try to steady it with my pinky on my nose, okay? And just start really lightly, and I mean really lightly. Like, do not put any pressure, okay? Because you want, especially if you're using powder, you just want a little bit, because if you mess up, you don't want to, if you have to take your eyebrows off, you have to be very, very precise, because you already have primer and moisturizer and all this stuff up here, okay? So I go to, very lightly, go to about the center. I go just past my pupil. You can see, okay, so the center of my pupil's right there. I go just a little bit out because that's what I like. That's what I like. So that's what I do. And then I go just a space off of where I ended and bring it down. And the reason I do that is because now I'm able to customize my arch. So I can take this up a little higher if I want a, really sharp, archy, bougie look, and then connect them. Okay. Here we go. I have a little smudge on the bottom there, but we will, what do I say? Fix it in post. There we go. Okay. So now that I like where it is, I'm totally comfortable with where it is, now I'm going to go back with just a little bit more pressure, not more product. You don't need more product. You already have plenty on here. Just go slow and smooth out that line. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to fix that little smudge. Hopefully you won't have any little smudges, but if you do, it's okay. Just Done. How easy was that? All right, now we're gonna go in and do the other one. And same thing. Make sure the angle is pointed towards you. Try and use your pinky or whatever. If you're not at like a desk where you can rest your elbow, try and just anchor your hand so you're not all over the place. So again, very, very, very lightly, like literally I'm not using any pressure. Okay, and I already know where I like my arch to go. If you're new at this and you're not sure, or you're playing around, or you're just not comfortable with doing it this way, what you can do, you can decide where you want your arch. Like I said, I like to do mine just on, like just past my pupil, sometimes even to the edge of my iris. Like you can see this one is pretty much right at the edge of my iris, and so is this one. If you're not comfortable just guessing where that is, before you actually start this line, just take your brush and just make a dot. Just go, bam. That's where I want it to start. And yes, this looks nuts, but we'll fix it, right? Okay, so we got that. And then, okay. I'm sorry, I have to take off the dot because I don't usually do it that way anymore. There we go. Okay. Oh, we got just a tiny bit up there. So if I just gently get that gone, I don't have to worry about anything else. All right. Now that I have that where I want it, I'm gonna go just a smidge away from that and do my downward angle here. And I'm just following my natural lash line. Okay, now I'm ready to go back and join the two. So there's the first one, and now I can, now that the angle and everything is there for me. Oh, damn it. It's got it just a little too low right there, so I'll have to fix that. All right. As far as placement for like your inner and outer edges, your starting and stopping points, I know a lot of people say, oh, you should go like right from here. I tried that for years and it doesn't look right on me. So I just adjusted it to what I liked. All right, let's fix up this little spot. Here we go. All right, see? Brings it all together. Now you have this beautiful frame for the artwork that is your beautiful eyes. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can join me for the next video. We're gonna do foundation and just bring this whole look together. Take care, happy holidays, stay safe.